Hi folks, welcome back to the workshop and to the channel. Apologies for not putting any videos up recently. I've been working away in the centre of the universe for the industrial nations of the entire world, and I've only just got back, so I'm about to start and just do a little turning job. I've been asked to make a cane. It's not going to be a full walking cane. It's a prop. I suppose technically a cane is a prop anyway, isn't it? But a minor problem. It's for my eldest daughter. She's managed to get tickets for the Goodwood Revival or the Goodwood Festival of Speed, whichever one it is. And apparently everybody dresses up in costumes, and she wants a cane. So that's what's on the score for today. I've got a couple of, I'm going to make it in, it'll actually be made in 3 pieces. There'll be the head of the cane and obviously the shaft. I'm making the shaft of the cane in 2 pieces. I've got some Meranti which I shall use. I've got that, got 1 piece mounted on the lathe. I'm going to put a couple of tenons on it. The one tenon will act as a joint between the 2 pieces, and the other tenon will be the joint for the knob or the head of the cane. I'll show you the bit of wood, and we'll start a bit of turning, if I can remember how to do it anyway. Right, here we go. This is the first bit I shall make an attempt at. It's about 26-27 mil square, sort of inch and a bit square. It'll only be about 400 long, which is about 16 inches. This is over length at the moment. It gives me a bit of opportunity to make a couple of cock-ups. And what I'll do on this end, I'll turn the first tenon, which will be about ½ inch, 12-13 mil, and then I'll be able to turn it round and put it in the chuck, and then start the turning for the rest of it. That's what we're going to do for a minute or two. Right, let's see how fast we can get this puppy spinning. Going to start at about 1200, see what happens. Right, that's the first bit done. And hopefully that'll fit in the chuck without the jaws on. Very shortly I'll remember how to use this lathe. It's been a while. I'll just put that there for a minute. I'm going to make the cane about 32 inches, so it'll be about 33-34 when it's finished. Or thereabouts, depending on how badly I do. I'm just turning this end down to get my glasses, get the length right for the taper and the width right for the taper. Okay. Now I shall have a look at putting the taper in. That'll be fun, won't it? I'm obviously going to cheat. I've offset the tool rest to visually desired angle, and we'll see how we get on with that. A little bit of bounce just there. That's not horrendously bad though. Right, I'll give that a bit of a rub down. I'll start at 120, I think. I'm sure you don't want to see all the sanding. I'll do a bit with 120, and I'll stop the video and get back to you when or when I think it's about right. Right, well it's sanded down to 600. I would have just done it to 400, but I've run out of 400, so I'll have to miss a grit and go for 600. So from 320 to 600, take that on average. I'm going to guesstimate that it's at about 400. Actually, that's probably a load of rubbish, but thought it sounded good at the time. I'm just giving it a quick wipe off with some denatured alcohol or methylated spirits, depending on whereabouts you happen to be. And as soon as that's flashed off, I should be throwing a couple of coats of sanding sealer on it. And then try and work out how I'm going to get it all together. Not bad, not bad for a dodgy old piece of ex-windowsill. Right, back to you in a bit. Right, for a moment I am just going to turn the tenon on this end, see what happens. Hopefully it won't all bing. That'll do. Right, I'm going to very carefully part it off now. That's going to be fun. and that's as much fun as I'm going to have. I'll do it with a saw. Right, that's part one. Now all I've got to do is try and do the same again on the next piece. Only of course that has got to taper from the narrow bit and taper even further. All good fun. Right, it's all sanded down and shaped and finished, etc. It was getting very thin at this end here, so I put a little decorative knobble on there, and the rubber piece will fit on the end there hopefully. And I shall now give it a couple of coats of sanding sealer. Right, polish has been on for a couple of minutes or so. I'm now just going to burnish it off a little bit. Right, oh, I'm quite happy at that. That's come up alright. Right, next thing I need to sort out is a top knob, or whatever they're called on canes. So I shall quickly run this cylindrical, square up the ends, and then yeah. And then, yeah, indeed. Right, it's down to about, oh, I don't know, what's that? Down to about 55, which is about 2¼ inches. I'm now going to chuck that in the chuck, part off that end, and I'm going to take out a little bit. I'm going to put some sort of decorative thing in. I say decorative thing, I've got an epoxy blank left, which is 2 different colours, so I'm hoping that by the time it's radiused you might see both of the colours. I don't know, we shall see. But first of all I've got to part it off and clean up my bedways, or not as the case may be. That'll do it then. Oh, too much tension on there, never mind. That'll do. Right, now all I've got to do is make the blank fit that hole. Right, that's the blank I've got. As you see, it's a little bit too big at the moment, but it's got sort of a bit of a purple and a bit of blue. So I'm going to skim off, got to attach it to something first. I'm going to skim off We'll use some hot glue on a faceplate. Skim off the back surface. I only need sort of 1/4 of an inch or so, but I need to face that off obviously, and then get it down to the size that will fit that. So we'll do that next. Right there, we'll just pop in there like so. Get that all glued up and I can get that turned. Right, I've rubbed it down to 400. I'm going to give this little section here 3 or 4 coats of CA, because what I need to do then is get it to fit on the cane and then put the whole thing in the lathe to do the transition. That's going to be fun. Alright, CA first. I'll get back to you when I'm ready to finish that bit. Right, the knob end, this end anyways, had 4 coats of CA or super glue. I've just given it a quick rub down with one of the magic green pads. Put some polar shine on it. I'm just giving it a final buff off. And there we have it. Now all I've got to do is attach it to the stick and do the transition. Alright, hopefully, here we go. Right, it's all done, it's all had its coats of stuff, it's all had its coats of Polar Shine 10. I've just put a little coat of wood wax. I've put a coat of wood wax all over it again actually, not wood wax, the other one, microcrystalline. And I'm just about to buff that off and see what we look like. Right, well there it is guys. I can't really show you much more of it because it's exactly the same all the way around. And obviously I can't put it on the turntable without a lot of modification. But, that's basically it. And the head is finished off with a, I don't know if you'll see it, but there's purple and blue resin in there. But yeah, that's it. As I say, I can't show any more than that because it's all the same all the way around, more or less, give or take. So all that's left now is to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers, all the old guard and the new ones coming on board. It's nice to know that I'm actually doing stuff that you, well, I hope you enjoy watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and hopefully see you next week for another video. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.